Welcome back to Vigor. It's your boy, Stealth Jet, leader of the JSS. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the G3 SG1. In my opinion, this is the weapon that you have near the blue tier. I can't remember the actual name of the tier, but it's blue and it's called a G3. Basically a Scar H. Up here, what you got, in my opinion, is that same weapon with a pretty decent scope on top of the weapon. And I'm thinking the scope itself is called SG1 because it just makes sense. But we're going to take this weapon out onto this map, Grontheim Valley. In case you did not know, this is my favorite map in the game. And so without further ado, the most important seconds of the match starts right now. The most important seconds of the match is right here. Right here is when you realize I spawn here, things are here, I can go here, X, Y, Z, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. But now comes my first objective. Watch where I point my camera toward. That direction right there. You want to know why I put my camera that way and why I wait right here and stare at that door? Because somebody spawns on the other side of that house. And encounters past have told me if I'm going to get shot, it's going to be from that direction. And so I've already prepared myself mentally to get into a fight. It may not look like it, I'm casually looting, but honestly, I'm still looking. I'm still waiting to see somebody running through that house and on the side. Now, I done looted this house. And so I'm thinking, the time that they should be here has passed. Maybe, just maybe, nobody spawned down there. And so, cautiously, actually no, not even cautious, I just run up there. And look how I'm jumping. I'm doing that just so there's a bit of space in between me running to where I can hear anybody inside the house. And I open a window, jump inside, close it behind me, and here's when I realize nobody's in here. Kinda spooky. Not gonna lie to you, kinda spooky, but I am gonna loot this house clean. That is why I'm here after all. Now open this door, close the door, run for a little bit. What's in here? Nothing. Keep running, and I kid you not, somebody's walking down the road. Now, it's time to actually fight. While I did mess up that shot, here's my defense. Didn't it look like he was running right around the corner and was going to run straight into me? Go back and rewind the video. It looked like he was running straight at me. So I had to peep around the corner and shoot him. But turns out, this guy was not wearing headphones at all. And I say that because he would have heard me sneaking around the side of that shed and opening the door. When I opened that door, notice he didn't turn around. He was still facing where I last shot him at, or last shot some rounds at him at, if that makes any sense. Now the one thing I don't like about this weapon, yes, it hits like a truck, yes, it has a scope, but the fire rate on it compared to everything else up here that's not a sniper rifle is on the slow side. And I don't mind that at all because, I mean, it's balanced, right? Imagine a weapon with this clip size firing as fast as, let's say, an AUR A1 with a scope like this, with this damage. That would be OP. Enter ZA M76. Anyways, so now my objective now is to infiltrate the town. And you see now I was looking at the container because it just went off. And look at the skill. You see the skill? Catch me on stream doing this. It's really no problem. But anyways, I'm watching the container because if I looted the container, what would I be doing in this encounter? Well, seeing as how nobody has any really good weapons, if I bought in, let's say, a Sumi, looted the container, and it had maybe an HRT and a UZ LMG, I would try to get the heck out of here. And how would I do that? Going up the ladder. That's what I'm thinking. If you're saying, but Jet, if I was in that situation, I would take the exit in the woods behind me. That is right. But think, name the amount of encounters that you try playing smart and end up getting killed at. Pause. Somebody's here. So now that's done. Turns out there was somebody nearby. What did they do wrong? I guess they stood out in the open, but here comes another person. I'm sorry. Yes, I know he was unarmed, but this is Vigor. And I don't know why he stopped right here. Maybe this is his first time playing and maybe he found a cache right there and thought, what the hell is this? Because that can happen. It can. But this is Vigor. I would have had plenty more war crimes done to me while playing this game. So it's only fair that I do some back. Yin and yang, you know? Yin and yang. Now, that is 3 kills to my name. I'm one more away from a threat. But it's a good thing and a bad thing too. Because if I become a threat, then that means everybody on the map is going to know where I'm at. Also, there is a challenge that says kill a threat. And that challenge gives you an airdrop. So, unless I want to put a target on my back, I'm going to refrain from trying to engage anybody else in this encounter. That's what I'm going to try to do. And so, I'm being extra cautious. Notice how I'm running parallel to the houses. And yes, these houses do have windows, but I can hear any kind of wood being stepped on in the houses from this far away. If I hear a single footstep, then I know I'm not alone. And I'm going to try to stay stealthy if I run into anybody. But if the opportunity presents itself, target of opportunity, then I'm going to have to take the shot. Because, I mean, look, I haven't gotten that much loot. And yes, I am near the time safe, so I might as well go for it. As I'm going for the time safe, the thought hits me. What if there are people behind me camping the airdrop? And right here is when I realize a PSD would be highly useful right now. But I'm trying to stack them up at my house. I've got one being made right now as we speak. Or at the time of this recording, that's what I meant to say. And so, with that in mind, this is how the game used to be played. Do you feel how much tension is coming through this video right now? And I ruined it by running towards the airdrop. It's going to land, right? And look, if I was a player who had no weapon, but some loot, and I heard all these gunshots going off left, right, and center, and somehow, some way, I'm still alive after everybody got shot, where would I be at, and what would I be doing? With no weapon. I would be hiding in the airdrop area, waiting until the last possible second before getting that airdrop myself. That's what I would be doing. And for those of you who made it this far in the video and think to yourself, this guy is talking a whole lot of common sense, because I was playing back when there was no PSD. There was only one comm station. I had to think on my feet to survive. And so in this encounter, in this moment right here, I have to think to survive. Now look, if I had a PSD, I would hit it immediately, see one person, okay, I'm not alone. That true sense of insecurity goes up, but that false sense of security goes down. I know I'm never safe in this game. Never. But I know now, if I'm going to get shot, it's going to be about right now. And you see, I am just stalking the area. I even get paranoid by a log that's sitting right there. I am paranoid as heck. This is how this game used to be played. You did not know who was near you or what was near you until it was too late. And you see, I'm right next to the airdrop pretty much. But I'm checking where I think players will hide. Sometimes a person can be right out in the open and you won't know it. If they stand still, you'll glance past them. Why do you think I go prone every time I see somebody? If I go prone, they're not looking at the ground, they're looking in front of them. It takes a real skilled player to look at the ground and or hear somebody moving while themselves are moving and deduce that somebody's nearby. And once they take that second to look, there's when I die because I'm prone right next to them. Or in front of them as they're running. Or actually no, in front and to the right of them as they're running. You know what I'm trying to say. But the point of me doing this is to show you all, this is how this game used to be played. And you've seen, I didn't take a PSD with me. I didn't. And remember what I said. Remember what I said. I'm checking where I think players will be at. You can't check every tree. You can't check every bush. You can't check every corner. No matter how hard you try, sometimes you're just meant to have your life ended in an encounter. And so I preemptively turned down my music because I'm getting ready to be chased. And I'm thinking that they're around the shed. They're not around the shed. I see food right here. Kind of a good sign. Kind of. But look. If I were alone and had no weapon, now would be the time I'm going for the airdrop. But look what I'm doing. I'm patrolling it. You can never be too safe in this game. Until now. I stopped being safe the moment, well, relatively safe, the moment I got in front of that airdrop. Right there, whenever you're in front of the airdrop and you're holding that button to get it, that's when you die. Or that's when you get shot at and you realize, uh-oh, I'm not alone. If you don't believe me, check out any one of my videos. Any one of them. Where I go for an airdrop. And I guarantee you, either I kill somebody or I get killed myself. But now here comes radiation. And now things get even more potentially difficult. I could very well possibly be alone. And I could be over paranoid, overzealous of everything that's happening. But the PTSD I had growing up in this game is coming into full force right now. And like I said, I played this game when there was no such thing as a PSD. So I'm used to this. But now, since the game is in a new era, it's coming back full force at 100%. But look what I'm doing though. I'm running to where I know nobody was shot at. But look, the real smart players will intentionally go here. The smart players, if they want to catch you off guard, they'll go to an exit that's out the way. Because if they play smart and you play smart, whoever played smart first usually wins. And think, you got to make the first move. You got to get the airdrop. And in most cases, there's only a few exits that are nearby the airdrop. And so the smart players will take an exit that's out the way. And that's when they will kill you. But luckily for me, nobody's here. And turns out, I was actually alone. Guys, ladies, gentlemen, across the pond, northern, southern hemisphere, this is how this game used to be played. And yeah, I seen that the airdrop is stealthed. Post gameplay. During the time, I didn't notice it because I was too busy trying to run. All it takes is for somebody to notice that that box at the top of their screen is gone. When they see somebody running away from where that box used to be at, they'll put two and two together and realize he has an airdrop. I need to go kill them. And at any moment when I was running through those woods, that could have happened. I came from a time when there's only one comm station. I came from a time when there is no such thing as a PSD. And so, all those experiences came together in that one moment, and that made me realize, this is why I like to play the game. Yes, I was alone, but the only thing that was causing fear was myself. Now we rely on consumables to take off the fear from us. I scared myself in this encounter. But I hope y'all enjoyed the stress test video, and peace.